Hello everyone, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to Star Codes, the forecast where we look at the astrology and numerology for an upcoming event. In this case, Mercury retrograde in Virgo and Leo. And this is actually a really positive retrograde because Virgo is the sign that Mercury is exalted in and the sign that Mercury rules along with Gemini. So what's extraordinary is that this Mercury retrograde happens hours after the new moon in Leo. And Mercury will be retrograding into Leo. And this new moon is so positive. Go check out my other Star Code podcast prior to this one where we go into the beautiful aspects that the new moon makes to Jupiter and Mars, to sextiles. And so we have really good energy around this time. So the Mercury retrograde trend will be the strongest between August 4th and 14th when it is in Virgo, and then it enters Leo. And once in Leo, the retrograde will adopt a more creative approach. In Virgo, the Mercury retrograde will focus on making things better, perfecting things, fixing things, finding solutions to areas that need to be upgraded. And that trend continues. It's actually strongest between the beginning of the retrograde on the 5th through the 14th of August. And then Mercury enters Leo. And once in Leo, the approach will be very creative, very romantic. You know, Leo's ruled by the sun. And the sun is forming only positive aspects around this time, just like around the Leo new moon. So this is a really potent and positive Mercury retrograde. And with any retrograde with Mercury, we're focusing on integration through reflection, through relaxation, through revision, revisiting things, right? We're focusing on how we communicate. Mercury, after all, is the messenger. And so information is big with Mercury. News is big with Mercury. Energy waves, broadcasting, how you get a message across, how you speak, the sound of your voice. And this is even more potent because of an aspect that Mercury makes, which I'll go into in a moment, of very positive aspects. So your inner growth is intensified initially while Mercury is in Virgo. And you're learning to transmute anything that creates stress in your life, which is a good thing. You want to lighten up your schedule around this time. You want to focus on self-care for sure. Get those massages, reflexology, whatever it is that you love that helps you feel good, that helps you feel nurtured. Bring flowers into your space, essential oils, whatever uplifts you. Be with people who are joyful and excited. And it doesn't mean you can't talk about more difficult subjects or be sad. It's just that you have energy around you to find solutions and to help you move through any difficulties with the intention of finding the best way and the least resistance possible. So even though it's the middle of the summer, focusing on health and wellness is going to be very important. A new diet or a new exercise regimen, anything that you have been wanting to start that involves health and healing is easier now. So if you allow yourself to slow down, review and revise things in your life that need fine-tuning, this is a wonderful time to step back and see clearly and integrate and communicate with a lot of integrity. It's interesting that integrate, which is so important, integrating all the stimuli and the ideas and information and wisdom, integrate is very connected to the word integrity. And so when we integrate, the more we are able to integrate, the more integrity we have, because we're coming from our true, natural, authentic place, taking everything into consideration, not just doing a beeline to something that serves us and nobody else, right? But integrating how it impacts and energetically being in touch with the wholeness of the picture. So I love that integration and integrity have such a beautiful connection. And when you study words, you really understand how words impact you. And it's mostly unconscious, right? So this is a good time as Mercury's retrograde in Virgo especially, but also in Leo, the creative kind of language that you use, the loving language, to look at the impact of language and words. So Virgo is a detail-oriented sign, so you may rethink things about health and daily life and care on all levels. Your intuitive abilities are heightened, especially once you have Mercury move into Leo. And then let's look at this aspect. Venus will have just entered Leo as Mercury begins its retrograde. And this is really important because on August 7th, Mercury is conjunct Venus. And that is absolutely beautiful because it allows you to communicate with absolute beauty and joy and passion. You can appreciate others with your words. You can caress them with beauty. People will be touched by your affection, by your affectionate words and your affection in general, and that will be extended towards you as well. And of course, with Venus, artistry, creativity are so enhanced. So this is a beautiful time to immerse yourself in being creative, no matter what that is. And it's wonderful for negotiations because when Venus and Mercury come together during a retrograde, a lot can be looked at in a very caring, kind, open, compassionate way. Any friendships can be brought into harmony if there were any issues. You can express love to others in such a deep, profound way. And you basically cherish relationships and cherish connection and communication. And you cherish the arts, the performing arts, the visual arts, and any contracts that you have professionally around this time, they're really favored due to the negotiating power, even with the retrograde. This is an absolutely gorgeous conjunction. So later in the month, as Mercury moves through its retrograde, on the 14th of August, Mercury then enters Leo. This is when we focus more on creativity and romance and testing new ideas out and passion. Then Mercury conjuncts the Sun in Leo, another beautiful aspect which helps you focus on positive outcomes and moving ahead and new beginnings. And then Mercury retrograde creates a trine to Chiron, and this helps you with health and healing, and also the importance of using spoken and written words in a very healing way. And then finally, Mercury sextiles Mars. Mars will be in Gemini at this point, and this helps you to speak with passion, but also be able to put an effort into getting things off the ground, starting things fresh, being very passionate about new beginnings. And then the Mercury retrograde ends on August 28th, and Mercury moves through Leo and back into Virgo over the following weeks. So as Mercury moves through all these beautiful transits and the wonderful Leo new moon that kicks it all off, it's a wonderful time to focus on your spiritual destiny. And I have a free masterclass that helps you with that because it's such a time of awakening now. It's called How to Master Your Stars, and you can watch it at spiritualmasteryclass.com. We cover the secrets to spiritual mastery, the true meaning of your rising sign, the important impact of the sun and moon on living an abundant and happy life, and also the important difference between individuality and uniqueness. This is really a big one for the age that we're moving into, and how to instantly connect with spirit. Many more secrets are revealed, and it's all free. You get instant access at spiritualmasteryclass.com. So enjoy that. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in next week's Star Codes podcast. Lots of love.